The hero in this story is going to die. How this can happen? The main character, which I don't know who is she, I got addicted to this book. Welcome back to my channel. This video is actually 2 days late because I had no idea I'm going to record it, but due to some decisions, I thought that maybe having a Christmassy video in my channel, especially in these days, would be really amazing. So I am about to make it right now. Oh my god. This is so good. Holidays is always something and days that we want to spend our time on things that we really love. And for me, everything is about books. I told you many times that I love reading books. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 of my favorite books that you can read on Christmas holidays. So let's go! Number 5 is my favorite book in 2020, maybe. The Midnight Library. I don't know whether I posted the video that I talked about this one, but this is really a nice book and it gives you a wide decision making, like a wide perspective toward your future, toward things you do, and it helps you to stop overthinking and just do whatever you want. Like the main character of this book is Nora, a young girl with a cat that she lost her cat. Maybe the cat is gone through the sky. She had so many depression-like thoughts. So suddenly, all of a sudden, she make it into a library. And those books are not regular books. They are her lives if she had different decisions that she made in that life. It's really complicated. Imagine that you decide to go to art school, but all of a sudden you don't go. If we think about the parallel worlds, so there are lives that you are in art school and you are not. And then you may have make different decisions in those worlds, which create another world. All this worlds that are based on your different choices and different decisions. And this book is exactly about that. And it's really amazing for you if you think that making decisions is really hard and you're regretting your past. So it will help you to stop thinking about how could your life be and enjoy your current life. It's so great and it's a great start for you for 2024. So this, yeah, you have to go through it. It's from Matt Haig.
Circus by Erin Morgenstern. It's the book The Night Circus by Eric Morgenstern. Oh my god.
Matt Haig. I don't know. Yeah, from Matt Haig, and it was published in 2020 exactly. It was published in 2020. I remember it has got a good mark in Goodreads. Maybe 4.5 or something, and I rated exactly the same point because I think it's really great and it really helped me to just leave my past for past and leave the present and enjoy the present moments. You can try it. Number 4, which I already had recommended that in my videos, maybe in my short videos, which is really great, is this one. You probably don't know what is written there, but you may know that this book with this wintry, cover and this vibe is definitely Rock, Paper and Scissors. Wow. This book was the first book I read in crime genre, and I read it exactly 1 year ago because it was Christmas and it was snowing so much, but this year we are not having any snow yet. So this book reminds me of those cold weather of snow, those white stuff, and I really liked it. Like, the plot twist was amazing. It was fantastic. Just like you couldn't. I can't explain it because it was shocking at the same time. And exactly in the middle of the twist is, I suddenly came to myself and thought, how could author think about this plot? How this can happen? She was so talented to just make this story like that. You know, the storyline is perfect. The storytelling is also perfect because there are two sides of reading. One of them is like the story that you're reading and you're learning about it is the present moment, and one other is something like some letters that are from 10 years ago till now, and you don't know the writer of those letters until you get to the last pages, which everything blows your mind. This is so great. If you have never read this book and if you don't know how to start reading crime books, I think this is a great start. You may need to read it just today and enjoy the fear that comes to your body. The author is Alice Feeney, and it was published in, yeah, unfortunately it's not written here, but this book was from Alice Feeney, and it's just amazing. It's really great. You have to start it. And I don't remember about the Goodreads point because exactly at the moment that they recommended to me, I went to library, I read the summary, the articles, some pages of the book, and then I bought it. There was no time to check Goodreads or anywhere else. I just started reading. And when you start reading, you see yourself trapped in the flow and trapped in the ocean of the stories and twists, and everything was so great. So this is my first 3, which is actually a threology, and it's totally different from the 2 first books, better say 2 last books. It's Caraval series, which is, I said, a threology, and it was nice. It was really great. I always had some problems with the circus because I thought that circus, when I was a kid, I thought that circus is really being held and being is happening just by magic, and I had no idea that maybe people are trying it by practicing and working. As a kid, I really thought that magic is real, and so I believe that circus is something magical. So this book was like just healing my inner child, and I loved it so much. And also that little spices of danger. It was nice. And it was really amazing for me. The characters were changing their faces, not faces, I mean their characteristics. They were actors in those circus. And the main character, which I don't know who is she, Scarlett and Tella, 2 sisters, went to Caraval, and they didn't know that they are going to meet the owner of that circus, that magical circus. Everything is not just a illusion. Everything is happening in reality, in real world. So the book was fantastic, and I remember I couldn't put it down because I preferred to not to sleep at night and read this book. That was really a big deal for me because I love sleeping. And as I said, I have never decreased my sleeping time for studying, and I did the same thing for my book, for reading this book. That's so great. Anyway, let's get to the story. It's written by Stephanie Gerber in 2017. But I read this one again in 2019, maybe. Yeah, I read it in 2019 or maybe 2020. It was summer, but I really think that this book belongs to winter because it has those elements of winter and coldness that maybe in this holidays you can enjoy it more. My suggestion, this book is like a knife. Trust me. Read the first book and then go to the second and third book. Don't buy all of them together. Maybe you can't handle the story. I read that some people couldn't understand those magic stuff in this book because it's a little different from other fantasy, magic-based fantasy books. So, first book is a suggestion, but second and third book is like a decision. It's up to you. A little rest. Second book, the book that no one can miss it, and I can say 100% sure that all people agree with me that this book belongs to winter, especially the Christmas. Harry Potter. Oh my god. Do you believe since my video talking about this book, I still couldn't manage to read the next books? Yes, and I have a plan to at least watch the movies in these holidays. It's not a holiday for me, but anyway, I really want to watch them, but it's really hard for me to handle the time. You know it, and if you don't know, trust me, don't waste your life on not reading this book. If you're not even going to watch the movies, just start reading this book. That is so great. And exactly, it has a magical world. You know it, it's really hard to explain. It has a magical world, and this magic is different from the magic from Caraval, because the magic from Caraval was something like a superpower, but this one is like a skill. You learn it. Plus, it's a little darker than the Caraval series because it has some dangers, and those dangers get worse and worse as much as you go far. And at the end of this series, like the last book, is the darkest book that you read from Harry Potter. Also, like the movies. My second recommendation is Harry Potter because the first book is something that I know most of you have not read it. Definitely you know the name of the author, J.K. Rowling. This edition was published in 2017, but totally the Harry Potter series was published in 1997, am I sure? Yeah, 1997. This edition in 2017. And my first recommendation, which I believe most of you have not read it, and this is the book that has got underestimated because it was perfect. The storytelling and everything about this book was amazing. Like, I can't believe why people are not talking about this book, why they don't know it, why in book talk or booktube or bookstagram or anything related to books, why they don't talk about this book. I got addicted to this book, and this is the reason that I'm telling you, you need to read it this winter before 2024 starts. Again, you can't read the name, but anyway, this is my first recommendation, The Mistborn. The Mistborn. Look at the name. The name is so fantastic. The name is like coming from it reminds you of Finis. Finis is actually a magical bird in ancient Persia. We had it in our stories in ancient times. Like many other cultures, we also had Finis in our world, in our ancient world. But totally, the name of Mistborn is something really amazing. Is something that shows you this book is fire. The story is about people who are called Mistborns and they have the power to use the power of iron and other elements like that, and use it as a sort of energy to make magical stuff like how to fly. And these are all really science based. You know, they call it like iron can absorb or aluminium can push you away. So when you want to fly, you have to push aluminium and absorb iron. It means that you push it away, you jump up, and if you want to have your direction, you just have to find irons and absorb them so you can get attached to them. This is how it works, and I'm not sure about telling this story and this kind of elements and these powers right. I am definitely not like that. And these elements are like they have a stage of power. Like some of them are more powerful, some of them are less, and all of them are based on chemistry. The story is happening in the year of maybe 1950 or even before that, 18th century. And the story is just perfect. It has a difference. The hero in this story is going to die. Yes, yes, that's it. It's the difference that makes this book even more attractive and more like different from other things. And yeah, I can explain my feelings toward this book. I remember when I was reading it, you know, the first chapters I couldn't understand the story. Like, what is the power of iron you're using? What? You eat iron and then you can fly. Haha. But then when I got into the story, I felt, no, that is even interesting. That's so attractive that people can use these powers, and not all of them, but some sort of people that they got this power and they decided to fight against cruels in their city, in their world. Wow, that's nice. Anyway, this book is from Brandon Sanderson or something like that. Let's check it. Brandon Sanderson. And the book was published in No Times here. Yeah. This book is fire, and this is my first recommendation because I could say Harry Potter is my first recommendation, but I know that many people know about that book, and it was like a kind of reminder to tell you you have to read Harry Potter this Christmas again for the 1000th time. And I just read the first book, and I had like a fear to go through other books of this series, but maybe I should try it and continue this one. So, guys, we were talking about 5 books that I recommend you to read it this winter, especially before 2024 starts. Number 5 was The Midnight Library, the story of how to leave your past and keep going and live your present and make your future. Number 4 was Rock, Paper and Scissors, which is a book about crime, cruelty, crime, plot twists, and murder. Number 3 was a trilogy about Caraval, a really mysterious and magical circus that people think it's just a circus, but it's even more dangerous than normal circus. Number 4 was the popular and the fantastic Harry Potter, which you can start reading it or reread this book in these holidays. Enjoy your time and have your coffee on. The smell of hot chocolate. Oh my god. And finally, the last one is The Mistborn, my top 1 recommendation for you if you have never read this book. That is going to blow your mind. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. These were the books that I recommended. They are my top 5 recommendation for this year, which I think that if you're a fast reader, you may find and finish it in this week. And if you're not, just keep going. These are amazing for the winter. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like this video. If you have read any of these books, just give us your opinion about whole of it and give us a summary about the books. If you think that my summary was too little to attract people, just comment down below your own summary of this book. And also share this to your friends so they can stop struggling with choosing a book among all things that are in this media, and they can have an amazing and great holidays and winter. Take care and goodbye.